People say miracles happen quietly, but on this cold morning, the miracle began with nothing more than a paper bag of breakfast and a father who had already given up too much. If you are watching this right now, stay with me till the end, because what happened next changed not just one life, but three. And trust me, you'll want to hit like and subscribe after hearing how fate worked that day. Ethan Reyes stood outside the back door of Jefferson Military Hospital, rubbing his freezing hands together. The sun had barely risen, yet he was already exhausted. Being a janitor was never part of his plans, but after losing his wife and burning through every saving to care for his daughter, Mia, the job became their lifeline. Even now, he hadn't eaten because he saved the last piece of bread for her lunchbox. He checked the time, 5 minutes left before his shift. He reached into his old canvas bag and pulled out the one thing he allowed himself each morning, a small, warm breakfast burrito wrapped in foil. He glanced at it with a tired smile, ready to finally take a bite. But then he heard it. A soft, broken sob. Turning the corner, Ethan found a young soldier sitting on the curb, hugging her knees. Her uniform was faded, her boots scuffed, and her eyes looked like they hadn't slept in days. She wiped her face quickly when she saw him, trying to pull herself together. Are you okay? Ethan asked gently. I'm fine, she whispered, but her voice cracked. She wasn't fine at all. Just hungry. Just tired. I'll be okay. She wasn't even eating. She was just shaking. Ethan looked at the burrito in his hand. He hadn't eaten since yesterday afternoon. His stomach hurt. His legs felt weak. But something in him, maybe the part of him that wanted to protect everyone because he couldn't protect his wife, made him kneel beside her. Here, he said, extending the food. Please take it. She blinked at him. No, sir, I can't. You need that. I've had worse mornings, he lied with a soft grin. Go on, eat. Her lips trembled as she accepted it. Thank you. I haven't eaten in 2 days. My housing got messed up, my check didn't clear, and her voice broke. I just needed a moment. Ethan sat beside her, ignoring the cold concrete. Happens to the best of us. She ate slowly, almost reverently, like it was the first warm thing in forever. When she finished, she whispered, My name is Harper. I'm Ethan, janitor here, and a dad to a 7-year-old tornado named Mia. A soft laugh escaped her, the first real sound of life. You're a good father. I try, he whispered. Before either could say more, a siren blared, the hospital's emergency yard doors burst open. A group of high-ranking officers rushed out, surrounding a sleek black car that had just pulled in. And then she stepped out. Admiral Elena Stanton, the highest-ranking officer in the region. Cold, commanding, untouchable. Her eyes scanned the yard once, and froze. Harper. Harper stood at attention instantly, trembling. Ma'am. Ethan glanced between them, mother and daughter. But the Admiral's face was not what he expected. It wasn't anger. It was fear. Honey, where have you been? The Admiral whispered, grabbing Harper's face with trembling hands. We've been searching for you for 2 days. Harper's chin quivered. I didn't want to bother you, Mom. I didn't want anyone to know I messed up again. The Admiral crushed her into a hug. Ethan stepped back quietly, ready to disappear before anyone noticed him. Just a janitor. A nobody. The guy who mops the floors. But Admiral Stanton's gaze snapped to him. You, she said firmly. Ethan froze. Harper looked up. Mom, he's the one who helped me. He gave me his food. He didn't even know who I was. The Admiral's posture shifted. She walked straight to Ethan. He prepared himself for trouble, maybe feeding soldiers was some kind of protocol violation he didn't know about. But instead, she placed her hand over her heart. Sir, she said softly. Thank you for taking care of my daughter. I owe you more than I can ever repay. Ma'am, Ethan stammered. Anyone would have done the same. No, Harper whispered. They didn't. People walked past me. You didn't. The air grew heavy with emotion. The Admiral studied his worn uniform, the tired eyes, the cold hands, the shoes that had clearly been glued together more than once. What's your name? She asked. Ethan Reyes. And what do you do here? Janitor. Mostly night shifts. The Admiral nodded slowly, then turned to her officers. Get me Ethan's file. Now. Before Ethan could protest, before he could even breathe, the officers sprinted off. Harper stepped closer. You didn't have to help me.